Dum bum beat up bum bum beat. I'm going crazy.
Feel like I'm going insane, yeah.
Dude, Disturbia by Rihanna, and I think it only you gave it away just a tiny bit because you talked about it. That's what you thought was going to be number one
I
at the
know.
Super Bowl.
I just love Rihanna. I forgot how much I loved her.
You killed that humming though.
I was just gonna ask about that because last time you made fun of me for doing nose breathing while I was humming, so that's all I've been thinking about for the past like 2 weeks.
You might have done it again, but it was really good this time. That song is actually better when hummed through the nose.
Yeah, it's like release me from this tournament. Dude, I could. It's it's funny. I could like sing a couple songs like right now if you wanted me to. Just because like I don't feel like anyone would ever hear this or listen to this, and then someone would hit me up tomorrow and be like, "You're really bad."
You'd end up on Jimmy Fallon, and your shtick would be to go full out on random songs.
Exactly.
On live TV.
I just feel like I can do anything in front of you.
Yeah, I think I did. That's a compliment. That's the most sincere thing. Just not anything, but
I will.
You should do on the outro of this. Just go ham and dance and sing that song.
Helicopter my penis.
Yeah, you're really comfortable around me, huh?
Like I said, I'm comfortable.
Anything. Well, so we moved on from the Super Bowl. Chiefs won. I think we both picked that. It was a good game. Rihanna was banging. And got banged. She's pregnant.
They had to confirm that before her halftime show was even like done. Her agent, I saw like reports. Her agent was like, "Yeah, she's pregnant."
Otherwise, people were just getting real mean.
Some people were like, "No, that's still her from her last baby." I was like, "She had her baby in May of 2022, and it's Rihanna. Like, there wouldn't be a lick showing if she didn't want it. Like,
no, because it's definitely that afterwards thing's definitely a thing for probably all. But yeah, when you're going to do the halftime show, even if she would strap something around that thing, but she still looked really good.
She did, and I think it was the perfect RIP to football season. And we still got basketball and hockey season right now. I saw something. So obviously the All-Star game was last night. Did you know that they've already played 60 games this year?
Yeah, well, I only realized that the All-Star game is not in the middle of the season because LeBron said the next 23 games are the most important of his career.
I saw that.
And I'm like, 23?
Like, that's it?
Yeah, which that's also dramatic. But LeBron's entire career, whether you think he's the GOAT or not, which I do, he's so dramatic.
He's so dramatic. I love it. But, I mean... I think it's nice to have the All-Star game later in the season for the teams that are trying to make a playoff push because, it's better to get the break later in the season. You've already made it through the grueling part as you come into the playoffs. But without going too deep and, further in depth, I just want to say Jason Tatum is that god. I mean, I don't know. There was some real defense being played out there last night.
Yeah. Dude, I'll tell you what, on some of his threes, though, he had... How many points in the third quarter though? He was strapping.
Well, and he shot 71% for the game, and like he definitely had probably I'd say like 8 layups probably at least throughout the game, 8 to 10 layup dunks, but he hit like 10 threes too.
Now, if everyone doesn't know this about Hunter already, here it is, and maybe you'll catch on. I have always said this. If there's one guy that's going to get overhyped about one thing ever and just make these crazy predictions, which you haven't made any crazy predictions yet, but I feel something coming.
Because you're not around me enough.
It's Hunter. Because Jason Tatum, amazing. He was very good, but we can't forget that he had about 400 turnovers through the playoffs last year and kind of collapsed.
I just absolutely throat Boston sports, and I don't have to, but I do.
Well, the good thing about it is if you make enough crazy predictions and one of them comes true,
you're
then
that
you
guy.
you can act like all of them came true. It's like that's the same energy.
Yeah, 100%. So
But Jason Tatum is the shit.
Well, he did say too, because his signature shoe just dropped, and he said he like apparently there was a report that like he told people around like he was gonna go extra hard for the All-Star game to have it like to potentially win MVP, have it coincide with his shoe drop, and it's called the Kobe Bryant Trophy now too, and that was his favorite player.
Yeah, dude. I just think the scoring's cool, but they were already up by so much that it wasn't that competitive in that last part that's supposed to be competitive. So it was kind of cheeks the whole time. And then
it was good if you're a
Giannis,
Boston fan.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if you Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, he did very well. He had 40. Yeah. But I don't know if you saw it, but Jaylen Brown was the leading scorer for Team LeBron.
How much he end up with?
35.
Shit. Yeah. It just wasn't a ton of fun to watch. Even though Donovan was making buckets, I was hoping I was gonna get something nice to watch. Yeah. And they fucked us over.
That'll give you something nice to watch. I just lifted my shirt up.
I fucking missed it. Nope. Next time.
But yeah, that was sports. That was the All-Star game, and like I said, RIP football.
Yeah.
What's next?
Dude. What's next? That's the question I ask every day of my life, and it's fucking work. Work. That's what's next. Every day of your life. You know, I'm sure by now everybody knows that, you know, we're not big time podcasters. Even though we're
little time podcasters.
We're little times. But that, you know, hey, that's potentially the goal. But we still wake up what are we, white collar workers? Every day, and we go to fucking work, and we have to deal with the man.
Dude, fucking work. There's not many things that anyone can really say that they like about their job unless you're like a celebrity, a professional athlete, or you just like your job. That's not us. And I feel like we deal with we just see something new every day where it's like, what the fuck?
I think people should be able to relate to this kind of shit though, because dumb shit, like once you pay attention to it and then you realize it's happening to other people, dumb and funny shit happens all the time. The Office, but it's not funny in the moment because it's actually awkward or some shit. But when you look back on it, if there was a camera going, shit would be funny. Like, so I was listening to Two Bears, Tom and Bert Kreischer, last week, and they had Adriana Chechik on, and the title of the yeah. I love how I didn't even have to say
super quick tangent. Isn't she the one that jumped off the thing at the TwitchCon thing and like broke her legs or broke her back or something?
She broke her back and couldn't move. Like they tried to get her out and they had her on. She was like they had her on all fours.
They had to pick her out like one of those like those cranes in the thing when you put things.
Pretty much. She was stuck there for like 30 minutes.
Sorry, I completely interrupted you. But
no, you're good. But you're completely right. Yeah. And so I'm watching that, and you know, first of all, I'm not watching it at work, but I have 3 screens, and on my little laptop, I always have the podcast up, and I'm not watching. I'm going, and then I realize the title says something like "sex athlete." I'm like, okay, that's not great to have up at work. I've already had people, you know, kind of coming out of my cube, but then I have my AirPods, and sometimes it likes to jump the Bluetooth between my phone and my laptop, and it did this right at the wrong time. And she said something about hard anal sex right when it jumped, and like somebody I don't know walked by, and I don't know if they heard, but it was loud enough to where I think they did. And so like I took off from YouTube for like days. It was like I'm not gonna be known as the porn guy at work.
I was gonna say, to be fair, you were watching a video of Adriana Chechik and 2 dudes at work.
Yeah, that's not to be fair to her. That her point would be fired.
Yeah,
but no, it's just stupid shit like that happening at work.
100%. I think I already talked about farting last week, but sometimes you go on the stairs to fart, and you do do a little caboose, and there's someone on the stairs. And this is not work related, but what also reminded me of this is I FaceTimed my dad the other day, and he was with my mom, and they were walking out of a Hannaford, like a grocery store parking lot, and he just was telling me that he had ripped ass because he had done like the look around to make sure no one's there, and right when he farted, he looked at my mom. My mom was like this, and he turned around, and there was like a 65-year-old lady like 10 feet behind him walking her groceries back to the car. Terrible.
Dude, at that point, though, see, I love that because everyone does it. If you could see everyone farting, like people,
It should come out like
I
gas. Like you should be able to see it, literally.
See, I would love that because then you can avoid it. Because I'll be walking behind people at work because I know that I crop dust people at work, and I'm just thinking this person, this nice 53-year-old lady, could be fucking ripping it right in front of me right now.
Absolutely.
And I just don't know. And I would prefer to know because if you can see everybody's, you're not going to be embarrassed unless your cube's just always green.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, another thing about work is I think when you get to be an adult, you kind of realize that your life starts to suck. So you have to find like the positives in things. So we had President's Day was today, and one of those, like the Veterans Day, President's Day, like those minor holidays I always look forward to because I know I have to work them, but I'm usually like, oh, like my clients are going to be off, like it's going to be kind of a chill day.
Yeah.
I might even play some box, like chill out. And today there was no box played. I think I sent like 400 emails today. I was just sweating through my one monitor at home off my laptop, and all I wanted to do was just like pull some Drake, want to pull up some Adriana Chechik on my work day,
Yeah, dude.
just fucking have a time. But I think that hurt me because when you have those little things to look forward to as an adult, and then something little that's supposed to be like guaranteed just doesn't come through, and now I'm just like, dude, tomorrow's fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, and now you're on edge, and you know tomorrow is going to be a doozy too because, as I said last week, Tuesdays are the highest working and most productive work days of the week. So that kind of
did say that,
but I totally get what you're saying because when you try to like pick out like the small wins like that, and when it doesn't happen, it's like fuck.
Well,
I don't like to say that I work for the weekend because that makes it sound sad, and I don't. I'm super good at fucking compartmentalizing and like finding the good in every situation. But when it's Friday, and it's finally the weekend, like it is the best.
100%, no, 100%. And then I guess just one more thing that goes along with it. The thing that sucks even more about the fact that today ended up being busy is tomorrow's Tuesday, the most productive day, but it's also the rest of the people that happened to not work yesterday or today are going to be working tomorrow on Tuesday.
So
it's
over.
That just sucks. It's over for me.
Everyone's catching up on their shit and sending shit out.
Fucking
to
work.
You specifically. Fucking work, dude.
Stupid fucking work.
Hey man, you gotta find the good in fucking work, but you gotta be conscious about all the stupid funny shit that's happening because it happens often.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be looking out for anything funny. One thing that gets me laughing at work, I'm huge on meme accounts. And I like when you find the underground meme accounts with like 20,000 followers, and like some are even like private pages, and like once they let you follow it, but they just hit with memes. And then one day that account just starts posting like OnlyFans boobs XXX, and it's like,
bro,
like, dude, I can't. I had to unfollow these accounts because I can't scroll, be going through my feed and have someone walk behind me, and all of a sudden there's this chick with her tits up to her chin being like, suck my toes on OnlyFans.
Like, so as much as I would like to see that, I can't afford to see that at work.
Yeah.
And so Sarah usually likes to look at my Instagram because she just made a new one not too long ago because I follow so many meme accounts and it's just the dumbest shit. But then you have to start unfollowing them because I don't know what fucking accounts they start like promoting
They
and
like
stuff,
link
but
up
it's
with other
some
accounts too.
OnlyFans like girls and like all this shit. Some girl would just come fucking off the top rope out of screen onto a bed, and her ass is like shaking, and she's like, "Oh,
Yeah, you'd be like, your view if you're my boyfriend, and this girl with a big ass just sits on top of her phone.
yeah." What was it just goes black and then it stops and it's like a 3-second video and just keeps replaying.
Yeah, you just keep going. You're just feeding up plays into that algorithm. That's why that shit happens, because they have those short videos and then you watch it a bunch of times on accident.
On accident, yeah.
Ooh, not again. And then
it's coming back.
And all of a sudden it's like, oh, I know what he wants.
There's probably statistics out there that show the guys that follow all these specific meme accounts have like OnlyFans accounts, or like will pay like big money and shit.
Yeah,
and I don't have an OnlyFans account, so I'm potentially an outlier, or maybe like half of the people that follow. But meme accounts used to be they used to be so pure. It was like, you were getting on
hardcore memes.
Yeah, it was so good, and now they're either everywhere or they're nowhere.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say, I think I can say this for one of my homies out there, because we're not gonna name any names, but he made an OnlyFans account, and he goes by the name of Luke, and his name's not Luke.
I'm completely not against OnlyFans.
I think if you're gonna make one though, just own that shit. I'd be like Hunter I'd be Little Kid Lover 666, just like Michael Scott.
1, 2, 3, 4. He's like, hey, dude, I just want people to know that kids are safe around me and I love them.
Exactly.
But my thing with OnlyFans accounts, it's like, okay, so whose boobs would you want to see? Probably a celebrity, right? Like, otherwise you can go on other websites. This is my thought process. Other people will probably shoot this down. You can go on any other websites to see boobs.
Yeah.
If I want to see boobs, I probably want to see like a celebrity's boobs, but it's like, hey, $25 a month. And I'm like, you know what? That's steep to see Iggy's boobs.
But I can do one less dinner with my fiance this month.
Fair. Yeah. That's all it takes, though. You get hooked, and what if...
Dude, like, I don't even know if Iggy's numbers came out, but I remember fucking Bad Baby was making like $1 million a day, dude.
Dude, but that was... Yeah, it was legitimately $1 million a day. That was actually gross, the amount of people that signed up.
Right when she turned 18 on her 18th birthday.
18, dude. It was like... Well, so, it's one thing to, like... Oh,
be a predator.
She's no. I'm clipping that. It's one thing to be. Oh, she's 18. Let me, somebody goes in and looks or whatever. But the fact that it was like somebody had a countdown from midnight of her turning 17 to 18, and they were like,
"Oh yeah,
got to now."
Dude, someone I bet had like one of those like the apps you can install to be like days until, and had that thing going like 700 days out in the sicko zone.
1,000%.
The thing that the funniest part is, she doesn't seem like she's a very intelligent person, and her music's terrible.
Dude, I don't know.
So there's a lot of people out there that are just like, I want those 18-year-old
hit your
boobies.
Bitch in the socks.
Gucci flip flop. Yes, she got that. Rock. She got that stick.
Yeah, dude. Hey, meet me outside. Catch me outside.
Catch me outside. How about that?
How about that, dude? Fucking Dr. Phil's retiring too.
I saw that. That's sad. Actually, do you know anyone that watched Dr. Phil growing up?
No. However, I almost feel like with social media, it's gotten more and more popular. Like it was definitely popular because people would have to tune into these, specific shows at that time. But even like I was thinking like Tonight Show, like Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, I think they've gotten more popular because instead of somebody having to tune in to that show at 11:30, it's just there's little 30-second funny clips of what actually happened in the show everywhere.
Yeah, 100%. It's smart. I just think Dr. Phil is not... Okay, so hear me out. 15 years ago, I think the average person was probably a lot happier and the mental health was probably a lot higher. And so when you watch Dr. Phil, you can kind of laugh about it. And now I think people watch that shit and just get really sad.
Now it's like, oh, I've seen this type of shit
Or
before.
like I can relate to this, and this is not
Yeah.
as entertaining.
Yeah, it's kind of it's super fucked up.
Yeah, I
But
don't
if
think
we
Dr. Phil's retiring. I think he's got like not enough
he's
viewers
just
to
stopping that
support his
show
show.
for a second. Yeah. He's done with that show. He's like, damn, nobody feels like shit when they watch my show anymore. It's just a reality show.
Yeah.
The other quick thing I wanted to say about social media was, so I don't know if it's like, it's definitely just spam, right? People are acting like other people.
Yeah.
I'll get requests fucking every day, dude, and it's somebody acting like another woman, and so they don't know how to fake it. It's like, I don't know if they're stupid or they have to be stupid.
Yeah.
But they will send me the friend request, and I'll just go look at the profile, right? It's just fucking 10 out of 10 dime, right? Following 8,000 people already. 10 fucking suckers are following back already. No posts. And their name is like, hi, it's Luke.
I get the same
fake
things.
Fake me out a little bit.
Well, dude, apparently, like, deleting your history after watching porn helps for nothing, because I still get all those requests where they'll just tag you in, like, a message request with 98 other people, and it's saying, like, you want to suck my ass, like, 8 miles away.
Yeah. Oh my god, those one. Feeling real horny. Please don't.
Yeah,
don't
is anyone,
this link.
Is anyone feeling horny and sweaty? Do you want to make me come? Come here now. They could put the only thing that would make it cornier is if it had a 1-800 number.
I'm sure there might be some. I've never clicked to try. I'm just like, you know how?
Yeah,
many
I've never clicked either
suckers?
past like the third or fourth link.
Okay, this is getting a little bit too much. I wanted to
yeah, if I click this, I definitely won't see boobs this time.
Oh, boobs! Oh wait, no, my identity is being taken.
Yeah, I was gonna...
Oh man, so social media. Not hackers. Hackers are probably pretty good.
you just did something like Vietnam flashback just hit you. You were just like hackers. Like,
I felt it. I got catfish before, and that's kind of what I thought.
That's
a story for another day.
That's actually going to be just a full episode of hearing about how this all went down.
In the arms of an angel.
Drake, do you think there's give me a 1 through 10%, not percent, but like chance that I actually win this draft today, or that I actually become relevant?
Okay, unless you come out of left field, which you could.
I do usually do.
I'm gonna see you like one of those random meme accounts, grab one of those girls from left field with their ass on the phones. But unless you do something crazy out of left field, it's like this should be a 50-50%. So we're doing a candy draft.
Candy and chocolate bar.
Candy and chocolate. I initially because candy bars.
And yeah, I had told Drake just chocolate bars, and then I thought I said candy too, but he had just put chocolate bars down. It would have been over for you.
Fucking love chocolate. Fucking
chocolate. So I think going forward, I know I burped. we're gonna have to come up with something other than the rhyming. I think we'll rhyme today, but I think we just need to have like contests where like these quick little like testing each other's mental. Like I like that kind of stuff. But I think the rhyming is getting old.
Yeah, we'll do one more rhyming, and then we'll start finding new ways every week to get a new thing. I know. I think I just gave it to you last week, and you had a really good first pick. It was the rom-com draft, right?
And then I lost like 29% to 71%.
Well, I picked all the classics, and I can't believe I let you get in my head. I was flustered.
I know. I thought I did well.
Dude,
I did so bad. Not only did my fiance vote for you, but she took our dog's Instagram account and also voted for you.
Dude, I saw that, and I was like, "Oh,
that hurt."
There must be fighting.
Yeah, that cut me. That fucking hurt.
Fuck yeah.
So,
Frank.
I am feeling good about today, though.
Well, do you want to make the word up?
Yeah, I do.
Don't make it up, but it's got to be a real one.
Hey, go rhyme schmeal go.
Dimblo.
Fuck. All right. Pen.
When?
Den.
Again.
Again. Just keep going.
Fen?
All right, you lose.
How did nobody say hen?
Honestly, I also think it was one of those words where I said it thinking there was like a good 10, 15 possibilities. There might be like 6 words or something. Like,
dude, no, I think there's a ton. Legitimately, we could have said Zen, Yen,
Ben,
Len, Ben, Forbidden,
Schmeckledorf.
Eh.
So, wow, that gives me first pick. Not that that gives me any more confidence. But I will say my number one that I had on my list was like, it was on there before I even started thinking. So the number one, round one, first overall pick in the candy chocolate bar draft is going to Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I feel like that's very good.
That's not what I thought you were gonna pick.
Really?
Yeah. I
Oh.
think Reese's are delicious. That's all I have to say about
that. All right,
that.
you just do your pick because now you're making my pick sound shitty and I'm getting flustered.
Yeah, dude. See how it goes. Trust.
I don't like when
yourself.
you do that.
Trust yourself. Okay, so, with my first pick, I am gonna go. I'm gonna get a little sour and a little bit sweet. I'm gonna go Sour Patch Kids.
That was my number 2 overall pick. That's just a great pick, Drake. I'm going to give you that one right there. All right, so let me just put these down because I feel like we'll have relatively similar. Cool. Easy second pick for me. I'm going Twix. I think Twix is so fucking good. I don't give a shit if you eat the left or right one first. I honestly don't know if is it their left, their right, or is it our left, our right. So like they taste the same as well. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I was actually this was gonna be my next pick. So that's really good. Twix are
sometimes when I'm
delish.
sad, I just microwave a Twix for 12 seconds and rub it on my body.
Do you stop once you get to the
I never stop.
The wafer? You just rub through the wafer. You're fucking sick. It's kind of cool though.
You said I was a freak.
You are a freak. I know, taking it back. So I think I can get the one pick that I want to get out there at some point next. So I'm taking a risk here. I'm going to hop over to the chocolate bar. I have a long, long history with Snickers.
Okay, that's a good pick. I mean, you're not you when you're hungry.
Dude, you don't want to see when I'm super hungry either.
I've seen it. 09? Yep, been there. Damn, okay, so this is wide open. I have one pick I really want, but I feel like I can sneak away for another round and maybe even in the 5th. For my third pick, I'm going to give me a break of that Kit Kat bar.
Another classic.
Yeah. I think I love the crunch of Kit Kats. Great taste overall. I don't love how fast the chocolate melts onto your fingers. That kind of sucks.
Are you a psycho? Do you break it or do you just bite the whole thing?
I just bite the whole thing, dude.
Dude, I had a weird feeling about you.
Dude, I don't know. You're probably one of those guys that takes one and like slowly inserts and excerpts it from his mouth for like 30 seconds.
No. I slowly take it and I put it in my mouth, and then I put my finger on the other tip and I go.
Oh, I love doing that. That's cool.
I slowly file it down.
You're a cool guy. I respect that. That's pretty cool.
My thoughts of you have totally changed. Okay, that's a good pick. My third pick, I think it kind of worked out for me. I'm going to go Skittles.
Yep, that was coming up for me. I think I'm just going to let you kind of have the little fruity picks, your little fruit cup.
That's not the way I thought this draft was going, considering I initially thought it was a full chocolate draft.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we sorted that out.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, another easy pick for me. Number 4, I'm gonna go peanut M&Ms.
Yep, that was actually a late addition on mine, and it's a very good pick.
I love peanut M&Ms and popcorn.
What did you just say?
I love peanut M&Ms and popcorn. You bake the popcorn, you throw the peanut M&Ms in, and it's a little mixy poo. And when you get like the best ratio is 1 peanut M&M to 3 popcorn kernels, and it just explodes in your mouth.
Dude, I can't help but to eat 7 peanut M&Ms at a time.
See, I can do that as well, but you trust me. Try it, take it home, take it into the bathroom, do whatever you need to do, but you should try that.
I'm not taking it in my bathroom. Nothing I eat is going in my bathroom. Okay, another solid pick. Peanut M&Ms. I'm gonna go. Fuck a dick.
If you pick mine, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I'm gonna stay on the fruity end here, I think, and go with Nerds.
No, dude. Well, I'm sorry. I was legitimately upset, dude.
You almost sounded like a little kid that was just like, take it back. No.
I'm okay. To be fair, I will say I had Nerds Rope. I'm not gonna say it though because it's too close. That made me really pissed off, dude. I had that as my third overall pick.
You're still trying to finagle it in there somehow. Well,
I'm doing that. Well, I'm not gonna say it, but if I were to put it at my fifth, that does piss me off though. Like I said, that was my 4th overall pick, and I wrote down 10 choices, and I waited, and now I'm such a fucking idiot. All right. God, is life worth living?
This is 5 for you?
Yeah. All right, I guess I still got it. With my 5th and final pick, and the saddest pick I've made today, I'm going to go Jolly Ranchers.
That's a good pick. I was going to simply avoid that because I had so much fruit on mine already.
You have the fruitiest fucking list. Kids afraid of chocolate. Dude. Chocolate!
I used to eat. So my mom was like a cheerleading coach, and before I could play football, I would just walk around, and like she was like well known, and so they let her have a tab. And I was just like 6 years old, and I would walk up to the concession stand and just like throw it on my mom's tab. Like halfway through the football season, she had like a $300 tab because I would walk around with candy all the time. They just called me the Candy Man, and my mom didn't know why.
That's amazing. Before you make your 5th pick, only because you brought this up. So I'm from Maine. We have a local store called Sunset Variety. My dad used to go in there pretty much every day. So he would have tabs sometimes. And it started with me being able to, I'd put a few things on his tab, and then he'd pay it off every week. Well, the day I got my license, I went there, and I asked to open up my own tab because I was like, fuck it. So I did that for like 2 weeks, and finally my dad called me during the day, and he was like, hey, like, have you been going to Sunset and just not paying for your stuff? And I was like, oh, I have a tab. He's like, yeah, like you need to pay that like now. Like they're asking me about it, and I was like, shit. It felt like a credit card where it was something where
yeah.
I don't have to pay that.
Well, yeah, at that point too, you're young enough. You're like, okay, I kind of know my dad pays it. I don't know how it works or when he pays it, but it looks like I should have my own.
It gets done, yeah. So I was like. And plus, it's nothing fucking sicker than walking into a store, grabbing a couple things. You're just like, oh, I'm just going to go on my tab, and then you just walk out.
Yeah, you're like, I know someone. Like, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, you feel like you have a third leg at that point, 100%.
And then your third leg gets chopped, and they're like, hey, pal, you actually owe me $600. Yep. Okay, with my final pick, I'm definitely going to venture over to the chocolate side. I only have Snickers on my list right now. I do declare. I'm either gonna go classic or risky, and
Don't fucking ask me, because last time I said one, you were like, no.
Yeah, true. I should have went with what you said, and I probably would have still won. So my last pick. I'm going to say, let go of my Butterfinger. I would go Butterfinger. I know that's
I love Butterfingers. The only thing about Butterfingers is you eat them and they get all jammed up in your molars, dude.
I don't see that as a negative.
I was going to say, well, I thought you were going to say that doesn't happen to you. And I was like, oh, no. Okay, there's no way I'm the only one.
Oh no, it happens to me when I'm sitting at my desk at work and I just toss my feet up and my head back and lick my teeth until it's gone.
Dude, I'll be sitting on the couch after dinner or after eating something, literally being... and Chaz will look at me like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, you should be stopped. And then I get pissed off because I'm like, I'm just cleaning my mouth. Like, you want to do it for me?
Dude. And I love it. And I like Butterfingers just as much.
Did you debate putting Hershey's on there at all?
Yeah, that was the classic. I was going to go Hershey with the almonds in it.
Okay, because I would have had like normal Hershey, but only for s'mores purposes. Because it's not a great like solo venture, so I didn't put it on there.
And that's kind of why I went, Butterfinger for the variety. I would eat a Hershey bar all by itself. I
could do it.
Oh, I'd do it. I just if you leave Hershey Kisses around me, don't.
I used to just love sucking on Hershey Kisses until they just melt in my mouth.
You like getting them stuck in your throat until they melt?
Yeah, and just like it's just warm enough to just slide right down. Then I just know everything's going to be okay.
Just about to pass out, but then it melts enough
and it melts and slides down. Yep, that's me. So
you're
I'm just going to give the quick recap out there.
Yep.
So I had Reese's, Twix, Kit Kat, Peanut M&Ms, and Jolly Ranchers. And you had Sour Patch Kids, Skittles, Snickers. What am I missing?
Nerds. And
Nerds.
Butterfinger.
And then your last one, your Butterfinger. Hell yeah. So we're going to have that graphic up probably tonight, but no, probably tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll make our stupid intern get it done.
Fucking interns. We don't pay her, and we won't. That's all I got to say.
And it's actually just not up for debate, and she's not getting a promotion.
Yeah, so if anyone's ever wondering, like, pay the intern, it's just no. Like,
it's not.
It's not a feel good thing. If someone gives us $1 million, we will split it $500K, and that'll be it.
We'll split it, and then we'll potentially get her favorite or least favorite candy on my list.
What's her least favorite candy?
I don't know. She'll have to pick it.
Do you know what her favorite candy is?
We're taking applications though. Yeah, I know what her favorite candy is, but I'm not going to say it. I don't want her to know I know.
Were you going to say your little Tootsie Pop or something? Or like...
No. I'm thinking actual candy.
Oh.
Hey.
Let me see a Tootsie Roll.
I know what her favorite candy is. All right, Hunter. Episode 5 or 6, whatever it is.
Yeah, we tried to get to 30 minutes and we got to 37 minutes. Doesn't help that we've been rambling for probably like 3 minutes since the draft ended.
Yeah, dude. Well, we're going to make our intern figure it out.
Yeah. This will not be edited in any shape or form.
I wish we had a big warning to say at the end.
Can I say my dog facts since we're still here?
Go ahead.
Thank you. So dogs can pull up another dog's statistics by smelling their asshole. So they can find out male or female, which, your nose is in their cock or vajayjay anyway, so you should know that. But they'll know they'll know if the dog's happy or aggressive. They'll know if the dog's healthy or ill, which I guess an ill ass you'd know. But all I'm saying is they can pull up some stats. So I wish I would sniff your ass if I could find out where you came from. I'm just going to put that out there.
I think humans could figure out pretty similar stuff. I think by smelling someone's ass.
Or just talking.
Yeah. No. By smelling
someone's like, where are you from? You're like, And you just get over.
What position would you like to sniff my ass?
Oh, Bethesda, Maryland.
No, you can figure out if somebody's ill probably by sniffing their ass.
Yeah, you can find if someone's ill by looking at them.
Fair enough. We're not dogs.
All right. Well, now that I'm hard, probably time to get off.
All right, take us out, Disturbia.
Release me from this turn I'm in. Try to
Love you.
Love you too. Bye.